Hi, my name is Scott Benson, and I'm here to talk to you today about the Equity Now program. And before I get started, I wanted to give you a little bit of background, tell you how we got into this to begin with. My partners and I all have a mortgage background, and most of the clients that we worked with over the past 3 years now unfortunately find themselves upside down on their property, and we've looked for ways that we can help them. We started by looking at loan modifications, as many other people have, and we're really disappointed with the results and found that it didn't solve the true issue, which is the principal balance. Well, we teamed up with a couple of hedge funds as well as 2 prominent law firms to put together the program, which we're about to talk about. And I have to say, we're extremely excited about it because we think that this program really gets at the root of the problem. It solves it for the bank and it solves it for the homeowner, and we think we do it in a very cost-effective way. I hope you also find this program to be exciting, and let's dig into it. To start off with, the program itself benefits anybody that is upside down on their home. So if you owe more than your home is worth, you're a prime candidate for us. It doesn't matter if you're late on your payments or current on your payments. That does not matter. And it doesn't matter if your credit is good or bad. That has no impact on your ability to use this program. I like to start with talking a little bit about how our program differs from a modification, and I'm not going to run through all of these numbers. What I want you to specifically look at is if you have a loan amount of $500,000 and a home value of $400,000, you go through the modification process, and typically your payment is going to drop, but your principal balance is going to remain the same. So in this particular instance, the borrower is still $100,000 upside down. If you go through the Equity Now program with us, the loan balance will typically be reduced somewhere along the lines of $300,000. So that same homeowner, they also have the payment reduction, but most importantly, they now find themselves in a positive equity position with $100,000 that's available to them to do with as they wish. A loan modification can be a change of any term on the note. It could be the interest rate, the term length, and it could be a principal reduction, but very few actually result in a principal reduction. As you can see from the New York Times article that was published last year, it's less than 2%. The Wall Street Journal also did an article showing that more than 50% of homeowners were already late on their payment 6 months after a modification. And the reason being is those homeowners found themselves still to be upside down on their property, and it's hard to struggle and make payments on a property when there's no light at the end of the tunnel because you owe so much more than it's worth. Now, why are banks even considering the Equity Now program and selling those assets? Well, the primary reasons are foreclosures are extremely expensive. The banks, when they do end up selling the properties on the open market, they only average about 82% of the current market value when they actually do sell the property. And non-performing notes, while they're on their books, require an incredible increase in the reserve requirements for the bank to still operate within federal guidelines. So these are the real reasons banks even consider talking to us. We believe our approach is significantly better than a loan modification because we get that underwater note off the balance sheet of the bank. Our investor buys it at a significant discount, and then we use that discounted amount to allow us to put the original homeowner back into a new note with a low LTV or lower LTV, somewhere along the lines of 75 to 93%, which results in the homeowner having 7 to 25% equity in their home. When we approach the bank, we do it with pools of $40 million worth of notes. So the first thing we do is we do a forensic audit and an appraisal on the property. Then we divide them by lender, and once we get to a pool size of about $40 million, we go to the lender to purchase the pool. We let the lender know all of the audit issues that we found, and we let them know what the appraised values were on the property. We use that so that we can negotiate an aggressive discount on our purchase and then put the homeowner back into a new, much lower priced loan. This kind of outlines how the program works on the investor side. Just so you understand, our investor is going in and typically buying a note like we reflected in that first slide. They're going in and purchasing that note for $200,000 to $250,000, somewhere in that range, and then writing a new note for the homeowner. The big thing again is the homeowner has a $200,000 relief of debt, which creates a positive $100,000 on their net worth. The new note that we write is a 5/1 adjustable balloon. It's at prime plus 3%, so currently the note is at 6.25%. It's going to adjust every year. It's got a 3-year hard prepayment penalty equal to 6 months worth of interest, and it's got a lifetime cap of 8%. The common questions we get is all of the equity that's created, is it mine as the homeowner? Yes, it is. We don't share in that. It's not like the FHA secure program by the government. There's no sharing. Will the bank pursue me for the difference? The bank will not. And the reason the bank won't is they've chosen to sell it to us, and the write down that they take for selling it is taken immediately. They cannot pursue you for that difference. Your credit is not impacted at all because your credit report looks the same as if you would have just went through a normal refinance. So that's the impact on your credit report. Do you pay in advance? You pay for the audit and the appraisal, which you are given a copy of as soon as they're completed. You don't pay for the process associated with the negotiation with the bank and the principal reduction and the new note until you go to closing and close on that new note. So you can rest assured that that money is not going to be spent until you know the exact terms and conditions of your new note. You can sell your house immediately upon completion, so if you want to take that equity and turn it into cash, you can do so. It's important to know that the audit is extremely critical to us in this process because it helps us negotiate an aggressive purchase price with the lender. We need all of the documents that you see listed here in order to do the best audit possible. If we don't get all of these, we can't do the best audit, which reduces the number of audit issues that we find, which raises the purchase price and raises the LTV of the individual homeowner's loan. So everybody has to work together here so that we can get the most aggressive purchase price from the bank. The next step, if you like what you see, there's a loan application on our website, Basic 1003. It's required by law in order to put you into a new loan. So you're probably very familiar with that. We also need you to complete the contracts, which again you can find on our website. There are 2 contracts. The first is for the forensic audit and the broker price opinion, which you will get a copy of upon completion. The second is for the Equity Now program process, which you pay for when we close on the new note. That's $3,500. In terms of what to expect, about 2 weeks after we are given the complete loan documents, the audit results will be delivered to you. About a week following the audit, you'll get a copy of the BPO or appraisal. And once that's done, you'll be placed to the side waiting for the pool to reach about $40 million so we can negotiate the purchase price and then go through the process of moving those notes over to our investor so that we can then close with a new note for the homeowner, and that takes about 4 to 6 months. Your job during that process is to make sure your house does not get sold. If you receive an NOD, notice of default, or notice of sale during that time period, give us a call. We can connect you with some other people that can help delay the process while this process is completed. I hope this helps. This is our quick version of the presentation. If you have any questions, please get back with the person that originally got this presentation to you, or you're welcome to call us or go to our website anytime for more information. Thank you very much.